Hey guys, we're going to take another look at Delusion. Let me know what you think. Hope everybody's having a good day. Okay, let's talk to Nud then. This man sips his tea and studies you intently. New face, huh? If you've got business here, talk to Dwayne at the counter. He's the proprietor of the business. I'm really only employed to make sure things go smoothly. You don't seem like the rest of the villagers. He betrays a thin smile. My, you're perceptive. I'm a mercenary. I've fought with the Bion Serpents, the Lundale Blackguard, and even the Dark Stars for a time. And now I protect the business interests of this fine gentleman, nothing more, so please pay me no heed. Hey, tell me about your time as a merc. Ned tilts his head back and drums his fingers on his cup. In my youth, I toured with various mercenary companies in the Apostatic Union heartland. There's a tale or two there. I ended up with the Dark Stars here in Pwyll, a name I'm sure you've heard of. But lately, I've been freelancing in these Oniric Isles, taking on all sorts of jobs before settling in with Dwyn. Of all the realms I've been to, these isles host some of the strangest. You know where I can find the Dark Stars? Oh, is that so? Well, your motives better be pretty fucking congenial, because it's no secret that I'm a former Dark Star merc myself. Of course, I haven't sailed with them in years. I left after the mutiny, once it became clear that Vila's ambitions, once so intoxicating, were likely to get us all killed. Well, out with it. Exactly who are you looking for? Tell me about Vila. He chuckles. Ah, that's a good one. You're just gonna stride up to the boss lady herself and claim that Union bounty, are you? Now, don't get me wrong, I never really knew the woman. I was too low ranked to be clinking my tankard with her, but I've been privy to some of her deeds, and well, let's just say you don't ever want to cross swords with Vila Kalos. As for where she's gone, I haven't the slightest idea, and I wouldn't tell you if I did. The woman has plans and motions that I couldn't begin to comprehend, and I won't be found complicit in trying to thwart her efforts for the sake of my own neck. What do you think of Jack? Good old Jack. In the Union, they still call him Shame of the Navy, after he abandoned his rank and station to join Vila's merry band. In battle, the man was a demon. When his voice bellowed across the deck of a skyship, swords raised high, you made sure to heed it. But below decks, he always found time to share a drink with those under his command, learning their names, their troubles. Not every merc captain does that. Of course, I don't know if that was thanks to a kind heart or his weakness for the strong stuff. Let me guess, you're meeting in a pub, right? That's all I needed. Good, let me be plain. You didn't hear any of this from me. Are we clear? Cool, have a good day. What else is around? You're the Waitmaster guy, yeah? The man's eyes follow you with suspicion. His graying hair and weathered skin suggest he is older than most in the village, and a faded scar runs down his face. You're new to town, I gather. Well, I'm the local Waitmaster. Name's Culwich, and I'll have you know, before you engage in any business here in Pwyll, I'll be taking your weight. I already engaged in some business, brother. I don't know what to tell you, but I already sold some stuff and bought some stuff. So without another word, please step on the scales. He gestures to the huge contraption behind him, thanking you kindly. Why do you want to weigh me? He narrows his eyes. By decree of the Apostatic Union, all those seeking to trade in its jurisdictions must prove they're of an ordinary disposition, that is, not physically altered by cipher magic or god devotion, not bearing the guilt of unpunished crimes. And you can tell that by my weight. Just step on the goddamn scales, all right? Need to silence my goddamn phone. Fine. In Pwyll, you met Waitmaster Culwich, who refused to speak with you until you were weighed on his enormous scales. You weighed yourself, and so should check back in. Okay. He studies the dials and symbols atop the machine and scratches various notes on parchment. Interesting. Very interesting. Did I pass? The prime glyph says you're a criminal. He shoots you a glance. The lesser glyphs are harder to parse. Let's see now. It says here you caused the cipher rift. I can't imagine what kind of foul cipheristry you were dabbling with, but I'm mighty glad you didn't tear apart the sky realms with your foolishness. Ah, but there's one more glyph. Inquisition agent? He looks up from his parchment, his face struck with puzzlement. Begging your pardon, at first glance, I thought you might be one of those Dark Star mercenaries running from the Inquisition raid, but you must have been fighting those scoundrels, eh? Yeah, those crimes were just a cover story. He gives a quick Union salute. Apologies, friend. This humble waitmaster didn't mean to delay Inquisition business with his lowly bureaucracy. I've approved your visit to Pwyll. You won't get any trouble. He thinks a moment. But, say, in light of your profession, could you lend this humble servant of the Apostatic Union a hand? There'd be a passport in it for you. You see, the Inquisition's raid ain't the only reason we've been so eager to weigh people of late. There's also fears of bloody god worship among the townsfolk after all we've been through. He looks distinctively peeved. So you need help tracking down god worshippers? He leans forward and speaks low. Aye, folk have been afeared recently, you see. The soil's dying and harvests are dying. Harvests are down. Merchants want to buy our scratchum more than ever, but we can't meet demand. So some have been flirting with the old ways. What makes the old ways so bad? It's been 40 years since the God Wars, 40 years since the Apostatics told the Wiccans and their gods to go fuck themselves. 40 years since me and the lads drove a void spear through our own god's eye, that cruel, violent bastard of a god, Angwin. And in those 40 years, folk have forgotten how bad it was under the divine tyrant and his Wiccan lackeys. Sure, we had bountiful harvests and our purses were bulging, but our sons and daughters were taken from us and the soil fertilized with their blood. Now our old god Angwin's been dead for long enough, but they say so long as people still believe, some part of a god can live on. So there's been murmuring of some folk trying to bring him back, and that's got the rest of us scared shitless. Trouble with a small town like this, we all know each other, and the guilty parties won't talk to me, but you're an outsider, an Inquisition agent to boot. I need you to ask around and try to find any Wiccan sympathizers so we can sort this out quiet-like, before the villagers start lopping each other's heads off in a frenzy. Find something out, and I'll dispense you a Union passport that'll grant passage to Hallowshire. What is a Wiccan? If things gotten so comfy in the Union that people have forgotten their history, I'll be damned. For as long as people can remember, Wiccans have acted as mediators between gods and their worshippers. He strokes his chin, kind of like lawyers of the divine, I guess. Supposedly they acted in the best interests of both mortals and the gods, binding both in a magical contract that made sure neither got scuppered. Except here in Pwyll, our Wiccans fucked us. The terms were all in Angwin's favor. We can't have been alone, because 40 years ago the Apostatics started the God War, and we weren't the only place to slay their own god, let me tell you. Alright, I'll see what I can do. You have my thanks, newcomer. Just as soon as you find something out of sorts, you let me know, you hear? Okay, let's continue on. Money in the flower garden. Yeah, I can't put it away. Okay. Let me do this while I'm thinking about it. And then I think that's the mayor's house right there. The woman sits with her eyes closed, a pained expression on her face. Various medallions and necklaces hang around her neck, suggesting she holds some important position here in Pwyll. She mutters under her breath, "Flames, oh the flames, we have to douse the flames." Yeah, I'm just gonna say nothing. She continues to mutter to herself, shaking her head to and fro until she startles herself awake. "Ah! What are you doing? You've got to get out of here. The Nautilob will burn you alive." What are you talking about? Can't you see it? The monster rising above the flames? Oh, the horror. We have to... She stops mid-sentence and blinks. Slowly after a moment, she says, "Nothing's on fire, is it?" "Nope." "Oh, how embarrassing. I'm terribly sorry. You caught me in the middle of a divination. My name is Olwen, mayor of this humble village of Pwyll. How do you do?" "Are hallucinogenic drugs part of your mayoral duties, or..." He blinks at you. "Well, of course. Hallucinogenic drugs are our main export here in Pwyll. It would have been remiss of me not to partake. You see, I have found myself presented with quite the dilemma. It's really nothing to worry about, so please don't cause a fuss. I have the whole thing quite under control. I was merely indulging in scratch room meditation to divine what manner of threat this giant monster could pose, and it turns out it's really not much of a problem at all." She gulps. "Well, you seem like you have the situation under control." "Wait, I mean, when I say it's not much of a problem, I was perhaps honeycoating the situation a little. You see, a small mercenary band has made certain demands. No, I don't mean Vila's Dark Stars. This lot are much less accomplished, which makes it all the more puzzling how they've gotten their hands on a giant Nautilob." What's a Nautil? Yeah, what's a Nautilob exactly? She waves her hand dismissively. "Just a Skyrim's mollusk that you find around these parts, easily recognizable by their shells, but I had absolutely no idea they could get this big. Those mercenary scoundrels are threatening me with their huge Nautilob. They claim they'll sack the town if I don't comply with their absurd demands. I really don't want to cause a panic in the town, so I'm at a loss what to do. But if someone could sneak in their fortress to the southeast and ascertain whether this Nautilob thing has any weakness we could exploit, well, let's just say that person would find themselves firmly within my favor. What if those mercenaries were to disappear? Oh, well, that would be quite the tragedy. The idea of more blood being spilt on Quillian soil is a horrible thought. But of course, it would rather solve the problem here, wouldn't it? And with so little funds to hire guards, it would be awfully hard to catch the perpetrator of such a crime." "Oh, but pay me no mind. I'm merely thinking out loud. Now, is there anything else?" "Yeah, about the giant Nautilob. Oh yes, I'm presuming it's still there. Tell me what you need." "Mercenaries are threatening me with their huge Nautilob. They claim they'll sack the town if I don't comply with their absurd demands. I really don't want to cause a panic in the town, so I'm at a loss what to do. But if someone could sneak into their fortress..." Yeah, I already read that. Okay, so I need to go back there. Oop. So I need to go back there. And that's where I can get on a boat. Let's go ahead and save. How do I get a room? I want a room. I'll take it. Thank you. Sleep in the mushroom bed until night. And let's see if we can catch some cultists running around. Yep, that was simple and straightforward. I remembered that too, but don't pay me no mind. we're just following the same path. That's all.
Oh, sure. That's not suspicious at all, is it?
Yeah, just out here to catch the nice creek mushroom air.
Uh,
All this air filled with spores and moisture is really good for the breathing.
I don't think you're fooling anybody.
They haven't noticed me. I'm a master of stealth. Oh, faster. But I want to join these guys. I want to be a Wiccan. When I played this in early access, I managed to make all of the factions hate me. So I'll try
All
not
of them?
all of them.
Why does that not surprise me?
That's quite a spear they stuck in that god. Pwyll, you found evidence of god worship deep in the caves under the town. Waitmaster Cultist will surely want to hear of this. Yeah, but can I, like, do anything in here? I'll talk to the person in a second. Where'd they go? Hey, come here, you. In the darkness and under such a thick hood, you can't make out the person's face. Get away from me, you hear? You shouldn't be here. Come any closer, and I swear you'll regret it. Talk to me like that. That was rude. All right. If I had lockpicks, I could break into the stores. But I don't at the moment. So we'll find the giant monster in the sky and I'll head that way. Come on, I saw you a minute ago. Where are you? Hello, weird dragon. Where does that go? Oh. Okay. That startled me a little. I was expecting up for some reason. What are you? You're not friendly, are you? No. Not sure what you were trying to do, Mr. Frogman, but I want none of it. Okay, let's go do the thing, because if I let myself start picking flowers and stuff, the thing will never get done. It'll eventually get done, but it'll take a minute. I'll do the thing and then kill stuff on the way back. Will you show me the truth of things, psilocybin tea? Ah, okay. It's good for finding, like, secrets. Got it. I'll go in here and read the book and kill the mage if they're awake. When I have a map, I'll come back and gather the landmarks we've already been to off screen. Yeah, it's up here. You guys sleep a lot.
They're just tired.
Where does the teleport spell actually take me? I wanted its description. Last crystal touched. Okay. How do I cast spells? Probably good to know. Right mouse. Mayor's asleep. Can I rest again, or do I have to pay you money? I have to pay you money. Thanks. Sleep until the morning. Oh yeah, I can report to you. Welcome back. What can old Coal Witch do for you? I found evidence of god worship. Yeah, sure, I need the money. I found evidence of god worship in Pwyll. Yeah, tell me then, why don't you? There were occult instruments in the caverns below Pwyll. This can only mean one thing. Someone's conducting rituals around Angwin's corpse. That means they're trying to reopen the blood contract, but buried in those clauses was a terrible cost. No less than human sacrifice. Here, take this key. It'll unlock the upper chamber in the sacred shroom to the west. There's no doubt in my mind someone's been taken to the sacred shroom to be metabolized as per the contract's terms. You gotta go there and save them. Did you say metabolized? In the old days, there were sacred shrooms all over Pwyll. Each would spawn a whole forest of scry shrooms, but only if they'd recently metabolized a human. I ain't sure if the scry shrooms used part of the human body to achieve their effect, or whether it was all just part of Angwin's divine mockery, but I know the scry shrooms used to be more potent in the old days. Now there's only one sacred shroom left, deep in the mushroom forest to the west. All the others shriveled up and died when we stopped feeding them flesh. How do I get into the shroom? Well, you'll need to travel through the forest. You can't miss the shroom itself. It's the biggest mushroom you've ever seen. On account of it being used by the Wiccans in the past, there's doors and paths leading up around the shroom itself. The main doors will lead you through the central stem, but there might be a whole host of nasty monsters waiting to tear you a new one. So you might try looking for a way around the back. It'll probably be locked up tight, but you might have less of a fight on your hands that way. Okay, I'll give it a shot. I'm relying on you, you hear? One moment, I must reposition. This chair sucks. Okay. The farmhand sits aimlessly watching the mushrooms. Busy day? You startle him. Oh, Amir wasn't slacking off. Oh no, that's just, there ain't much to do around here lately on account of the poor shroom field. Each year the harvest gets leaner and leaner. Dwayne says it'll be fine, but I don't think even he believes it. Last time I took Scry's room, I saw a vision of Pwyll, barren and bare. The house is all ruined. Honestly, unless we do something, this town ain't got much of a future, I reckon. Okay. Yes. A lockpick. I could use some of those. Oh, hello. Luck of the draw. Got it. You look a little green. What's this? Another drop-in? I thought I told Dwayne to stop giving a key to any old breather. Look, I'm sure you know the drill, but tell anyone about our little smuggling enterprise and you'll get a blade in the gut. Her torn lips form a mockery of a smile. Got it? Well, with the pleasantries out of the way, what'll it be? You looking to move some goods or are you after a passport? What do you got for sale? And obviously you didn't get it from me, right? Yeah, I want one of those. I want all of your lockpicks, thanks. I'll take all of your healing potions. I don't have anything you want. Okay. What are you? Huh. Not sure I'm in a place I want to be. Or got it. Got Delusion. Where are you? Glorious treasure. I bet that's worth some money. And this door is barred, but what am I looking at? Like I'm looking at the interior of a house. So we've got to go to the mushroom and see who's being eaten there. And I'd like to steal everything in this town at some point. Alright, and that's where we leave. So time to ride the lift back down. Why don't we also... How do I swap spells? Ah, okay. For some reason I bound it to that key. So why don't we bind it to that one? Cool. Want a little more guile. Am I just blind? Where is this lift? Right, I wrote a lift down last time. There it is. Okay. Did need to go towards the bridge. Down we go. let's explore a little down here. Yeah, this whole like area here is new. This wasn't in the early access. I remember the first place getting to was Shire or whatever it's called, the town with a giant skull in the middle of it.
Yeah.
The scholar has one eye pressed to his looking glass. As you approach, he squints, takes a deep breath, and is suddenly still. He's gonna sneeze. Pleased to meet you. Chew. As the scholar sneezes, he sprays a thick globule of mucus over his looking glass lens. He wipes his face and looks perturbed. These bloody mushroom spores. Why did I have to be sent to Pwyll of all places to make this damned map? I get a copy of that map? Look, I don't have time to pander to your every want. The chief cartographer needs this urgently. They turn to look at you, then pause as if realizing something. Actually, you know what? Maybe you can have a copy as long as you're willing to work for it. I can do that. What do you need? Making a new kind of map, a magical map that tracks the shifting movements of these islands and corrects itself. The real work is with this cipher spell we're weaving together, but I need someone to go out and anchor the spell to specific landmarks. Take this cartography notebook. When you get to a landmark, equip it, use it to make a cipher chart. The map will show up in your journal. If you obtain a compass, you'll be able to see yourself on the map too. There are 4 scholars working on this map, including myself. Together we cover Shire, the Endless Realm, the Clockwork Kingdom, and Pwyll. You should also visit my colleagues to see what landmarks they need. The most important region we need mapping is Shire. I'll note these locations in your log, but I'm sure whoever marks them will be rewarded. So what do you need for this region? He sniffs, wipes his nose on his sleeve, then points to the towering fortress behind you. The first one I was supposed to chart was the old God War fortress over there called the Blinding Light, only I heard it's infested with pirates and smugglers, so I was going to wait until I felt better. Then there's another fortress to the southeast of the island. Have you seen the huge creature that's floating above it? No, that one will have to wait. And finally, there's the Sacred Shroom, as the locals call it, to the northwest. Only that's the largest mushroom I've ever seen, so it would surely destroy my sinuses. Is there any reward? Well, you'll get access to the map itself, but I suppose we can throw in a few coins with each cipher chart, too. And if you manage to map the Shire region, I'd consider giving you a recommendation to the Academy. Can you see it flying up there in the sky? Being allowed access is a real privilege, believe me. Got it. You sure? Very well. Have a good day. Is that the Academy? Well, which one's the Academy? Oh, crap. Yeah, don't walk off. Hey, thank you if you made it this far. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, etc., etc. I hope you have a good rest of your day.